Yo, what's up, everybody? it's, it's me, RageCage20. How's it going? How y'all doing? We're finally back with Within Temptations album, The Silent Force. Today we have It's the Fear. Now, this is a weird one on YouTube. If you've ever looked this up, you already know what I'm talking about. But the top two versions of this is we have the CD cover one, which we've been doing, for all the non-video ones. However, the CD cover one was not uploaded by Within Temptation. At least that's up on YouTube. Within Temptation has their own version, but it's the demo version specifically. And that's the only version they have. So everyone in the comments of July with a smiley face, that is the person who uploaded this, so thank you, seems to say that this version's fine. At least no one's complaining about it. The only problem is, it's just the picture, but the picture's in 480p, so it's not a big deal, but it looks rough. Let's just say that, so just prepare yourselves for that. But it's been a while since I've listened to Within Temptation, at least a new song from Within Temptation, and I'm excited to get back into it. We are going to be listening to go through a bunch of the Within Temptation album. I don't know if we'll finish it or not. We'll see. But I do plan on going back and forth between Within Temptation while I finish out other albums. Right now we're finishing up Evanescence, so we will jump back and forth between Within Temptation and Evanescence, and then when we move on to the other one, we'll probably still continue with Within Temptation, or maybe we'll switch on to another CD that we need to finish, and jump around there, and maybe come back to Within Temptation later, finish out the CD later, or another time, I don't know. Later, and another time, because that sounds like the same exact thing. Let me describe what I mean by that really quick. Later is being maybe go to another album to finish that out, and then we start jumping between something else, and then go to a different album when we come back to Within Temptation, within the same span of what we're doing. That's what later means. Another time means we just go through a few now, come back in a couple months. Or maybe, not a couple months, a month or two or something, That's what I mean. There's technically a difference between those two things, even though it did not sound like it. Anyways, It's the Fear. Don't know what the song is about, but in the lyrics it specifically talks about fear of the dark. That seems to keep coming back. Now I don't know if it's just speaking about fear of just the dark in general, or if the dark represents your fears, like the dark unknown of a specific fear or not, or if it's just specifically the fear of the dark. I do not know. But it sounds interesting. I'm excited to figure it out. Let me crank this. Who knows what the volume's going to be like in this upload or not. I'm going to grab some water real quick. Feel free to cut me. Good news. It's so cold in my room because I don't turn the heater on. I kind of like it cold. I grew up in a place that was really, really, well, my room specifically was really, really warm because the AC did not work in my room specifically. Very small room. Lots of electronics going. I was sweating every single summer, so I like it freezing cold in my room. And this water is refrigerated, but it's not been in the refrigerator because it's nice and cold in my room. I love it. Well, it's like a nice sweater on. Wonderful. Okay. Sorry. We're ready to go. Bring it on down. Within Temptation, It's the Fear. Let's see what you got. Sharon, take me away. You know how we do. I usually have more time than that. Oops. Oh god. Old guard gods of Asgard. The Sea of Night. That looks like a fascinating band slash song. Anyways. Oh man, oh man, oh man. It feels good to be back. You know, I always forget how much I miss a band when I haven't listened to them in a while. And then I listen to them, it's like, oh, yes. it's always a good feeling. That song, besides little certain sections of it, like the word, the name of the day, the name of the game, the name of this song is gonna be transitions. I think you're gonna hear that a lot because their transitions were nice. They're transitioning between verse to bridge, from bridge to chorus, and chorus back to verse, and into the breakdown and all that. Almost every single transition without fail was nice. It was clean and smooth and had some cool classical writing effects to it. Like there was some really cool stuff in there. Um yeah, I don't know. Besides, obviously some stuff like that, it felt a little like it felt like a little simple, but like it's not simple in a bad way. Just kind of like maybe a little reserved and just like maybe a little by the books, but it was so smooth and well, I'm saying clean way too much today, but it was though. Just smooth and just like really the best way I can put it is um the whole band just doing what the band does best is what it felt like. Like it's like they kept it simple, but like at the same time, great, great classical transitions, just great chords and foundation musicality to it. Sharon not like doing anything like super crazy, but still just having her pure, very beautiful, strong lyrics, just doing what they do best. Like it was like simple and by the book, but at the same time, that does not mean that it wasn't fantastic at what it was. I like that. It felt like a smooth ass song. Very nice, very nice. Some of those lyrics I actually want to down here, so I don't want to get into them too much. I don't remember which one it was, but I have the timestamp. uh, yeah, it was around there. I just like that bar. I fear who I am becoming. Like, I don't think I've ever had a moment where I've had to worry about that. I mean, maybe once. Maybe once. It was just like I don't know. I had a moment in life that was like a transitional period to where it's just like I want to do better to be a good person and do and selflessly do stuff for people. But that wasn't necessarily because like I didn't like who I was becoming or anything like that, but like it was kind of like, something like that. Of course, that doesn't save people on YouTube, on the internet, who thinks that they are just gonna flex those internet muscles and take punches at a stranger that they don't know and decide that they can say whatever the fuck they want to me. I'm still gonna come the fuck at you. You ain't protected by that. I want to do right by people. You ain't protected. Just keep that in mind. If you think about like, but what about this? Like, I don't feel bad about anything I say on the internet because if you come at me, I'm gonna come at you twice as fucking hard. Okay, get that straight. All right. But anyways, that's just a like regardless if you've gone through something like that in life or if you haven't, that's a strong fucking bar. That one line alone is a strong fucking bar. I like that. I like those lyrics. It's really cool. But yeah, per usual, great piano work, great string work, great guitar work, Drums are solid. Um, it's a good riffs in here, transitions for days. There's really cool, interesting like electronic produced sounds in there, and even the little voice filter stuff that happened at one point. That was kind of fucking cool. Um, yeah. There's also a spoken part, like very background, like creeping through spoken part that I think was just reciting some of the lyrics from what I could decipher, but maybe it was saying something else I couldn't really hear. I'd say half of it. Possible. Um, hmm. Yes. Anyways, let's drag it back here. So, hey, whoa. Besides, I mean, the sound quality was definitely decent in this video, which was good because I mean, you saw the picture, or better yet, you probably didn't really see the picture because if you had $1 for every pixel on this visible pixel on this screen and this picture, you'd be fucking rich. It's pixelated to hell, but hey, you got this up on YouTube when the original, at least from what it sounds like. Well, I guess the original would technically be the demo because that was the first version of it. But when this version didn't exist, so you know what, you did what you had to do, and we appreciate you. We definitely appreciate you. But that picture ugly. It's even like has a greenish hue to it when I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be all black. Motherfucker ugly. But you got it up here, and I'm happy for you because this was like what 12, 14 years ago. I think when this was put up, 12 years ago. Yeah, no, mine would have looked just like this. If I would have put something like this up, it definitely would have looked like this too. So yeah, I feel you. It would have looked worse actually, because I know me. Anyways, yeah, I'd have to get here. Piano strings into the guitar. I want to check the rhythm because I just remembered by looking at that there was some I think it was an example of like stuff was happening off the beat, and it was like off the beat, or no, not off the beat, on the beat, and then it was on the beat, off the beat kind of thing. I think that happened a few times in there. Really cool. I love that stuff. I want to check that out. And then I want to check out the riff and the strings in the first verse, as well as appreciate Sharon's voice again, because again, it's kind of straightforward on the singing, but that just means it was beautiful. And I mean, something about Sharon's voice, man, it just casts a spell on you. Alright, that's what we're looking for in the beginning here. Let's bring it back down. Now let's dissect this, shall we? That is it's like, besides transitions, it's like the name of this song, man, is simple yet effective. That's very simple. Dun 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 dun. It's just going back and forth between two notes, and then at the end hitting a higher note. Dun dun, going back to the same repeated second note, and then back to dun 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 dun. It's so simple, but at the very beautiful high range that it's at, it just has this kind of very thin glassiness to it. That mixed with the swelling in and out, slightly moving string section, it's such a gorgeous yet like I taste a little bit of almost sorrow or sadness in those sounds too. Like it's a beautiful combo, absolutely beautiful combo. Give me that again. Let me see if we pay attention to the strings a little bit more, because I was totally focusing on that piano to see if it switched or changed at all. That's a pretty string section right there. And of course the roll from the drums there for the cymbal, and then the crash of everything coming in. Very nice. Let's check out this guitar riff and the riff of everything going on here, because it did something interesting. there. Yeah, you hear that? Yep. On, off. Yep. On the beat twice, off the beat the third time. I like it. I heard that. That's good. That's good right there. I like that. And plus, they just like the sound, the chords that the guitar is mixing with the strings and stuff, the string section and everything. It's very pretty in here. And then the the kind of maybe like guitar fill or turnabout here in the phrase. You have the dun dun dun, and then our turnaround to repeat that is dun 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 dun. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. I like that. Dun dun dun. I like that. I like that. That whole opening section is really cool. All right. So yep, we got that. Now we got some interesting riff and string stuff to check out while Sharon is singing here. And also, I'll try to pay attention to what Sharon's doing as well. So it's a very simple riff here. Just dun 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 dun. Just triple hits, just coming in from the bass, some really low guitar stuff. But I think if I'm listening correctly here, and I'll start doing a little conducting to see if we can find it. I'm pretty sure they moved the pattern over one. Instead of being on, off, I think they did on, off, on now. On the beat, off the beat, on the beat. let's go back a little bit. Let me hear that. Yep. Dun, dun, dun. So it's on the downbeat of 1, on the offbeat of 2, and on the downbeat of 4. Dun 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 dun. And does it start immediately again at 1, or does it start pushing what the downbeat is? It does. It is on 1 and of 2, 4, and then 1 again. Doom dun dun dun. It switches, brings it back in immediately, which is how you do that unless you want to start pushing it to like 2 and of 3 and the downbeat of 1, unless you want to start continuously pushing where it goes, which is very complicated to do, especially if you're performing that live. But if you pull it off, that's mind-blowingly fucking sick. But it's just easier to go 4 and 1 back into the looping the pattern. But yeah, instead of on the beat, off beat, they did on the beat, off the beat, on the beat. That's, again, on the surface, it's simple. Everything sounds simple. It's just dun dun dun, dun dun dun, dun dun dun. You know what I mean? On the surface, it's simple, but not basic. You know what I mean? Like, what they do, they're doing it extremely well. Oh, it's so much fun. It's so much fun to find stuff like that. Oh, yes. Okay, so yeah, that riff is really cool, and I like the slide that they do. It sounds like on the bass and whatnot. They go, really fucking cool. Like that. Okay, I haven't listened to Sharon once. If I'm being honest, so let me really focus in there. I got really distracted by that, and I think there's some string hits in there as well that were really cool as well. I was talking about the strings. I think they just have some nice little sharp hits in there, which is really cool. But Sharon, let's focus on some Sharon. Hold on. Sharon, you ain't doing me like this, are you? You ain't doing me like this, are you?
Waits for the day we'll let it out.
That's so cool. So not only is she doing exactly what I thought she was doing when I started paying attention, but she even uses day. Yeah, she also uses the diphthong in day, day, both has the A and E vowel in it, to hit. She's moving. I started to notice this because of how kind of like drawn out these two stanzas are throughout this section. It's like she's kind of stretching it out. She's being very deliberate about the duration and whatnot. And then that's when it started to hit me. It was like she's doing it when the guitars are hitting. And then when she goes day E on the end of 2 to match when the guitars are going to come in, that blew my fucking mind. That's clever. Again, simple yet not at the same time. Like, that is fucking clever. Okay, one more time, we'll move on. At least a few more seconds. Listen to that, man. That's so cool.
Waits for the day we'll let it out. Give it a reason to give it
So
its
cool.
right. I feel who I am becoming. I feel that I'm losing the struggle with it.
Ooh, that harmony swinging in there. That harmony swinging in there. Very beautiful. I like now this riff coming in from the guitar. Just more movement to it, keeping it roughly the same structure that was happening. But just adding some more notes in there, some more chords and stuff. Very clean, very nice. Yeah, so around here I noted the harmony and this transition to the chorus. But also, I like the way she's singing these really cool lyrics. I fear who I'm becoming. I feel that I'm losing the struggle within. Those are fucking bars. And the way she's delivering them, with like, sounds like maybe a little bit more urgency in her tone. Like, love this. Really good stuff here.
I feel who I am becoming. I feel that I'm losing the struggle with it. I can no longer restrain it. My strength
The dun dun dun. That's a nice little touch there.
is fading. I have to give in. It's the fear.
Dun 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 dun. That was the classical writing that I was talking about in there. As such a classical trope there. Dun 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 dun. Really cool transition into the chorus there. I like that. That is catchy as a motherfucker. Do I have anything for the chorus? I have kind of a transition again at the end of the chorus, plus the very interesting vocal sound and just the sounds in the background in general. But let's check out this chorus first. Let's go back a little bit. Boop.
My strength is fading. I have to give in. It's the fear of the dark is growing inside of me. The one.
So I like that it kicks off like the first line. It's the fear. It's kind of said like a background voice, backup singer, harmony like voice. And while it's giving it's the fear. Her main vocal line jumps right into it. That's really cool. And I also just kind of like the rhythm and flow that this chorus just has in general. It has this nice catchiness to it.
I have to give in. It's the fear of the dark is growing inside of me. The one they will come to light. It's the same.
Nice doubling there.
There is no escape because
Classic Sharonism. I like that. Um, I like that. I like how the backup vocal hands off very well to the main vocal line. It's the fear, and as she's saying, it's the fear. The main vocal line says the fear, and they come together on fear at the same time, and then have to save. They come back and save at the same time. Like, that's clean. That's clean as a motherfucker right there. I gotta stop saying clean, but they gotta stop being so clean for me to say clean. Anyways, we're about to have some kind of transition. I want to hear this transition. That's awesome. Love that flow. So classic. Long held out. Well, not long held out. Held chord from the strings, and then just things just kind of fade away, and then just kind of push back in, and then like ding and ding. There's like stuff happening from the guitar and the bass there, very gritty, very intense. Like that. Give me that again. So, obviously repeating the word "by," but interesting, like kind of. I think it might have panned a little bit, or if it just came once. I don't know how to say it, but like passing, filtered voice background vocal again, by, and then this very interesting sound that follows it. This is a cool little flavor that they added in here. Yes, it did. So. God, With Them Temptations, panning work always gets me. It's classic. So, passing by, something is passing by as it repeats the word by, and it passes by from, I see what you did there. Pans from one ear and just shifts to the other. Like, that's cool. I like that. I like that a lot. That's so cool. It's like they just all of a sudden slap this interesting effect on the guitar. Like something funky going on with that guitar. I just caught that bar. Don't feed my fear if you don't want it out. That's a bar. That's a motherfucking bar. Do we have anything else here? When we get to the pre-chorus here. So it's playing off the same thing of the last one that I really liked. I fear who I am becoming. But the second part here, I feel that I am losing all beauty within. Like, that's a very interesting way to say that. And again, just like the other two bars, that's a fucking bar right there. I can no longer restrain it. My strength is fading. I have to give in. Like, this is a strong fucking section here. Just lyric after lyric, just strong shit. I feel like I heard kind of I guess almost a spoken song harmony there. That was kind of lower. Hold on. Da, da, da. You hear that? It's like really quiet underneath everything. But that's a nice little touch there. Harmony here. So same thing, go with the last one, da 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 da. But after like kind of a softer da da da, then da da da, strong chorus coming up for the guitars. That's the transitions in this song are awesome. Really, really nice. Yeah. Moving on here a little bit about 2:40. When we get to the section to around the bridge, the section or approximately the bridge or the section right before the bridge. Something about the rhythm, and then spoken words in the background. Gotta check that shit out. That's why when it switches to the the every beat pulse coming in from the drums on those cymbals and or hi-hat. I think it's a cymbal, but I have to listen again. And just the kick, just that kick drum just pumping. Kick drum and the cymbal just pushing every single beat. That's nice. I like that pulse. That's and this voice doubling here and this harmony is really nice as well in here. I repeat that a lot here, which I like. So the more lyrics here. I don't know what exactly she means by it came to me. It came to me, and ever since that day, I don't know if it's just like you were impacted by something that happened in your life, and then ever since that day, you know, like it's almost like whatever this event was infected you with its rage. Whatever the event was, it changed you, and then all of a sudden you kind of maybe your outlook on life or the way you started treating people just started going downhill or something. Very interesting. But and ever since that day, infected with its rage. Like, just thinking like this thing just it itself, whatever this event was or situation or whatever happened that caused this, it itself is an entity of rage, and it infects you with that same emotion. Like that is that the way they describe that just takes your brain on a journey. Very fascinating. But the resoluteness at the end of but it ends today, like that's a good bridge right there. That's good. Well, I don't call it a breakdown, but that's a good breakdown section right there. Just the bars in this song. Very nice. Very well delivered. I was here. Okay, so I heard they will come to life. I think I heard Save My Beloved in there. There's no escaping. And then I think I heard something about like losing all beauty within. So I think it's just uttering certain words from different parts of the chorus and the pre-chorus and all that stuff. Is what it sounds like. There could be a few extra words slipped in there, and I want to catch it, but from what I am catching, it sounds like it's just lyrics from the song. But if there's anything else in there that you're positive you hear, let me know. I want to find out. But yeah, very cool. I like this switch up in the middle of the song. Like, this is different. This is refreshing. This is very interesting. And of course, just great string work. I think you just heard a brass instrument in there as well. Just good orchestra work in here while this is all happening as well. It's very nice. Right, and now we have this solo. Yeah, the solo here. Okay, so it's a very basic solo, but like the effect that we got going on this guitar and just kind of the melody line in general is really cool. I like the way it sounds. It has a great kind of almost impassioned sound to it. Very interesting. And then the end, because it's gonna happen very quickly here once we get back to this chorus. I was almost guaranteed in my belief. I like was so positive, so certain that they were gonna repeat the chorus. But then for a second I had a thought like maybe they don't. Like as it was like getting towards the very end of the chorus, as it like kind of sounded like they weren't gearing up to repeat. I was like, maybe it doesn't. And then it just goes through the chorus once. Like, again, not the only song out there to defy repeating the chorus for the last time. It happens in a lot of songs. Not the first one to not do that, but just something about it just running through the chorus just once and then just the song's done. Like, I feel like there's a meaning to that, and there's a message within the message of the song that just it feels like that's perfect for this song. Like things just kind of coming to an end abruptly. Like that's really cool. So let's let this continue to run out. I'll see if I catch anything else, but we'll just let it run through to the end otherwise. I think it's doing the rhythm of the riff at the beginning to where it's on off. I think it's going through that again, which is really cool. Nice callback. Smoothly transitions back into the chorus. Dog, what do you mean? Like, I think it's because the chorus, like, kind of goes through the chorus relatively fast. It's like, there's a lot of lyrics to the chorus, but it's a decently fast tempo, so it goes through it pretty quickly. So you expect, with what feels like a shorter chorus, because of how quickly it moves through the lyrics, that it would repeat. You're like almost guaranteed that it will repeat. It doesn't, and gives you that ending transition. Da 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 da. There it is. I was like missing a note in there somewhere. Which one was it? And the last one doesn't give you the drum hit crash, and I think the guitar as well kind of drops out on it, and just has this like dum, kind of like almost movie thud, like crescendo, like forte piano crescendo in there. Like like even the ending leaves you with like it's not completed. Like it just kind of end, like just the absolute abruptness of everything ending. It even doesn't follow the whole pattern of the da 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 da. Well, like movie doom in there. Come on now. And just the strings just holding the note, just letting it go, letting it just naturally fade off. Clean. Clean is my word of the day for some reason. But when you got songs this fucking clean, it's hard not to say it, you know what I'm saying? Now that was again, it just has this like kind of simple feel to it, but like in its simplicity, it is very complex. If that makes any sense. Like it's beautiful, great vocals, really cool riffs, really fun playing with the rhythms and bringing back themes and creating like specific themes to symbolize stuff, and then really punch that home at the end. Like just having fun with some different effects and stuff on the vocals and the guitar for both that one section and the solo, and then having this spoken, like barely audible spoken section in the middle. Like just very creative, like very simple yet insanely creative at the same time, and very, very well done, very beautiful. That's cool. That is cool. All right, so what we have next for the Silent Force for Within Temptation is Somewhere. That's going to be delayed a little bit because we are going to listen to Evanescence is next with Disappear, then Rudolph, That Red-Nosed Reindeer, and then it's either going to be more Within Temptation or Evanescence. I'm not sure which order that's going to fall in. Probably Within Temptation, but you never know. My opinion, my thoughts and opinions could change. So that is what's next. Oh, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is going to be Jonathan Young's cover, just in case you didn't know. We're just listening to Rudolph for funsies. But yes, that would be it. So thank you for joining me here today. Appreciate y'all being here. Within Temptation, Sharon, thank you so much for the music. Fantastic job. Appreciate it. And I'll see you all next time.